just about set to go now. And today's starter, Max Fried. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Julio Rodriguez, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and there's one down. Next up for Texas, Jake Burger. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first, and Ed Drummond right on it, says he held up. And he chases that one below the zone. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. That's back. On the warning track, and hauls it in. Here's the left fielder, Adolis Garcia. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two. Relay to second, safe at second.
He beat the throw.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Not close with that one, and now it's even 1-1. Grisham makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back at Yankee Stadium, and on the hill in this one, George Kirby.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. And a foul ball. On the ground, Ahmed. And two quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Checks his swing, appeal to third, did not go. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Jhonkensy Noel. Makes the catch, one down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Rhys Hines stepping in for the Rangers. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. And that's downstairs.
One ball.
And
no
it's 1-0.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And it gets by him. First and second, one out. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. And that one fouled off. Outside. And 1-1.
One ball.
Runners
at
first and second with one gone. Here in the third and final game of the series. That one missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nick Ahmed here to hit. Out number 3. Back here in the Bronx, Singy. And we talked about expectations this year for the Yankees, but we haven't brought up their trip to the World Series last year.
Yeah, they had the most wins in the American League, had won their first pennant in 15 years. Hard to believe that, huh? It's tough not labeling that type of a year as a success.
And a big swing and a miss. Dodgers versus Yankees in the Fall Classic. It doesn't get any better than that, Singy.
Yeah, and a lot of people across the globe watch those games, not just in the United States. And we won't forget that World Series for a long time.
In the air, right field. Hines makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Ben Rice now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Fought off foul. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter. Here's Stanton now. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
And that's outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the next pitch is way outside. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Back here in New York, on to the third inning, and now it's Julio Rodriguez. Fried, in his 7th season, 31 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. Max Fried will go to work. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Now a chance for Jake Burger. Foul ball there. In the dirt, blocked. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind.
That's down. One hops off the wall. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. He will score, and the Rangers take the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Stays alive. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jonah Heim. That clips the corner. And it's into the gap. Berger around third. He'll score easily.
Well done. Drives in the run. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
No balls.
Heim
2 strikes.
leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. That one ripped. Hauls it in for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Malloy at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Arenado zips it across. They limit the damage here. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Trent Grisham. Kirby back to work. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Grisham, a guy that understands the strike zone. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
2-1.
And it's strike 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
2-2.
That slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Anthony Volpe, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
1 strike.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. So 2 down now, and here is Austin Wells. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. Late with the swing there.
Ooh,
1-1.
Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
The next pitch misses. 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throws from his knees. Nicely done for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Rhys Hines.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. He did not go around. 1 out, bases empty. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Singy 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting two in one game. And before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run."
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit two. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Fouled off left side. So did Super Joe give you two suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with two suits.
In the air, left field, down the line. Trout gets under it, reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the fourth, leading off, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swinging a foul straight back. Now 1-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And it skips in the dirt. Got him swinging. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game. So now it's Nolan Arenado. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
And
that's
ball one. Next
ball
pitch
two.
is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
In the air, right side, Hines. As this one sized up, puts it away for the out. Here's Kyle Tucker. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And
ball
it's even
one.
up.
1-1.
Just missed. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1.
3-1.
Swinging a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one in the air, center field. Rodriguez should have this one. And that is that. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And it's fouled away.
Well, these Rangers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Grisham is there, makes the catch. Jake Burger digs in now. That one misses,
inside.
And that's ball one. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Strike one. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. Volpe throw to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 outs. And that misses. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball.
Really
2
good
strikes.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fair ball.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Heim, the next to hit, takes outside. And it stays fair. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Now the third baseman, Jhonkensy Noel. Pitch misses. 1-0. And that is gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 5-zip. Base is empty with 2 away. Justin Henry Malloy stepping. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rangers. Kobe Mayo. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. That misses, and it's 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings and misses, struck him out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Trout. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. He was late there, strike 1.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And a quick out, number 1. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Ball 1, no strikes. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Yeah, that's fouled off. Late swing, foul to the left. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Just missed. And that one is lifted in the air. Garcia hauls it in to end the inning. Back in the Bronx. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the right fielder, Rhys Hines. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Up next for the Rangers, Gabriel Arias. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So next to hit for Texas, Nick Ahmed. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Cruz measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds, and he was born in Puerto Rico.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Grisham is there, makes the catch. Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's the Rangers' leadoff hitter, Julio Rodriguez. Got it started a little too early, strike one.
No ball.
Arias
1 strike.
leads off first with 2 down to the inning. There's the swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Back for more from the Bronx. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Fly ball down the line. And that's a fair ball. The throw in. And he's out, trying for 2. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that's off the inside edge. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And the inning is over. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, now the number 2 hitter, Jake Burger. That is upstairs for ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swings through that one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down. Now the left fielder, Adolis Garcia. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2. Just foul.
1 down, base is empty. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now it's going to be Jonah Heim. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
2 down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back in New York. Here's the second. Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Dane Dunning.
And, you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Caught him looking for the K. Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed.
Outside.
There's a strike. The Rangers leading by 5 near the bottom of the 7th. Fights it off. He'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Back here in New York, here's the third baseman, Jhonkensy Noel. Cruz back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And there's a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Kobe Mayo getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 down, base is empty. Next up for Texas, Rhys Hines. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Gone into Monument Park. That one landed amongst the legends. And now Gabriel Arias to third. Fair ball. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here's the tag, and he's out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So up next, Ben Rice. And first offering is fouled off.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But, yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Comes up empty.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That missed by a lot, and that's ball one. And a swing and a miss, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. New inning getting started, and now Julio Rodriguez. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
This one's got a chance. That one opts against the fence. Up next for the Rangers, Jake Burger. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. It's 8-0. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. And first offering is fouled off. Hamilton, in his third season, he features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a four-seamer. Tosses to first.
He's out.
And Garcia is out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonah Heim. Tap foul at the plate. And that is out of play. Next offering way off the plate. Still only one out here in the inning. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Low throw, picked, he's safe. One gone, runner at first. Jhonkensy Noel stepping in for the Rangers. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And there's a ball. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score. Throw cut off to third.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Absolutely smoked a baseball. It just jumped off the lump.
Nice grab. The throw. There's one.
On the tag. You're out.
And now the right fielder, Rhys Hines. He's already homered here in this one. That's back. Going, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 11-0. This to third. And that is that.
He's out.
Back in the Bronx. So bottom of the ninth. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, out towards left center. Garcia brings it in, and there's one away. And the batter now, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The Yankees with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, wow. Nice play. And what a play. Yeah. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave.